Plaintiff Brian Burgess says the defendant lives next door to Brian's ex-wife and his son, and his grandchildren play with the defendant's child. Brian claims when his son called saying the defendant's gas was going to be shut off due to non-payment, he offered to loan them the money, but he has yet to be repaid. Defendant Stephanie Case admits that her gas was about to be shut off due to non-payment, but says she never directly asked Brian for a loan. Stephanie also admits that she hasn't repaid Brian, but says she believes Brian's girlfriend, who's with Brian in court today, is behind this lawsuit.
Prove your case.
Your Honor, I believe in trying to help people in their time of need if I can. Stephanie Case is my ex-wife and my son's next door neighbor. They're also good friends. Her daughter plays with my grandchildren. They've got a really nice house. They've got nice cars.
Who does?
Stephanie.
Okay, maybe that's not who you're talking about when you say helping people in need.
No, I'm Stephanie.
He helps rich people.
Right, that's what it sounds like to me. Really nice house, really nice cars, plural. Go ahead.
And her husband's got a really nice Harley Davidson.
All right. Do you have any of these things?
No, I don't.
You don't have a big house?
No.
You don't have several cars?
No, I don't.
And you don't have a Harley?
No.
So you give to people what you don't have yourself?
Well, she seems like they're always struggling
All right. Well,
to get by.
We can move on. I'll tell you this right now. You're going straight to heaven. Non-stop. There's no question about it.
No question.
Go ahead, sir.
They always seem to be like they're struggling, but they live beyond their means. That's
called
the
ghetto
cars.
fabulous.
Yeah. They've got all that, but they don't pay their bills.
Okay. Ma'am, is this true? You and your family ghetto fabulous?
No, and if I can start from the beginning on how everything kind of transpired. My 7-year-old special needs child plays with his grandchildren. I am friends with his ex-wife or wife. They're separated. They've been separated for 10 years. And their son, I had gone over there that day.
What day are you referring
April
to? 27th,
the day of when the loan originated.
Let me allow him to tell me about the loan since he's suing you for it.
Yeah.
Sir?
Yes, my son gave me a call and said that Stephanie had an emergency. They were shutting her gas off. And he said that she needed a loan for some money because that would be their... Let me just
stop real quick. Is this true? They were shutting your gas off?
Yeah, the situation goes a little deeper.
Is it true they were shutting your gas off?
Yes.
Is it because of non-payment?
No.
Oh, okay. What did she tell you it was for?
Well, my son first asked for $500.
No, about the gas. I'm just very curious. What did she tell you?
I was told they were going to shut the gas off.
For what reason? Non-payment?
Non-payment, if she didn't pay her gas bill.
All right. Did you tell him what they were going to shut it off?
What happened was...
No. Did you tell him?
Yes.
What did you tell him?
Yes, because if it wasn't paid by 7 o'clock that night, it was going to be shut off.
So you were lying to him?
No.
So it was for non-payment. I just asked you.
Yes.
You said it wasn't. So you are ghetto fabulous. You just don't want to admit it to that.
No.
Here you are with a big house, cars, Harley Davidson, and can't keep your gas on. That's as ghetto fabulous as it comes. Go ahead, sir.
Anyways, Your Honor, he first said that she needed $500, and I told him I didn't have that. I said I could loan her $300, but I had to have it back because my bills were going to be due. So I asked how soon she could pay it back to me, and she said that she could do on or before the 2nd of May.
All right, let me allow her, before we get to the exact terms, she wanted to speak some more about what led up to the loan. That's where she left off. Go ahead.
What happened was, to live this ghetto fabulous life, in November, my mother-in-law passed away, and we got a life insurance policy from that. A couple years ago, my husband was laid off and got behind on his child support, and we had the money in our bank account. On April 2nd, our bank account got froze. They took $8,000 to pay the back child support. Okay, so anything that we use for our debit card for, because they don't tell you that they're going to freeze your account, anything that we use our debit card for in the 72 hours prior got kicked back. So our gas bill was in that.
So you came to him and asked for a loan?
No, I didn't go to him. I talked to my neighbor. They told me that his dad had just gotten an insurance settlement because he had given them $3,500, his ex-wife money, all these people money, and they thought that his dad could help us. So I was like, okay, you know, I'd be extremely grateful if he could do that. Myself, my husband, and his son went over to his trailer court, and right before we got there, Chris had told us not to mention anything because his girlfriend was not aware of that this money was being loaned because she wanted him to loan the money to her friend.
Let me get back to him about the terms of the loan. You're doing a little too much. He say, she say, my brother's father's sister's uncle's friend is the one that went to him, not me, but you ended up with the money in your hand. All right, sir, give me the terms of the loan.
Okay, what it was is I told my son, I said, I have to have this money back. My bills are going to be coming up right after hers are. So he told her that, and she said that she would pay the money back on or before the 2nd of May.
You have a document
and I have the original copy, and I also have a statement from my son, too. That
Let's see it. Did you sign the statement agreeing to pay by May 2nd, ma'am?
Absolutely.
All right. Have you paid him?
No.
Why not?
I agreed to pay by May 2nd. I didn't have the money at that particular time. I called him, asked him for a couple more days. Then he said to like keep in contact with him. I did that. We texted, we talked. I kept in contact with him. I ended up in the hospital for 4 days having emergency surgery, hemorrhaging. I got these papers that's filled out in her name.
What are those?
Or in her handwriting.
What are they?
I got served with small claims court in her handwriting, and I got mad. She had nothing to do with this case. Absolutely nothing to do with it. I've never met this woman. It is. And then when I got served, I had texted Brian at that time and said, "Are you aware that your girlfriend?" I also talked to Tammy. I said, "Are you aware that your girlfriend has filed small claims against me?" And
all right. Sorry to hear you had to have surgery. And aside from that, you're saying that you got mad because you were sued for something you failed to pay.
it was 2 weeks after I got it. The money. 2 weeks, not even
But
2
you were
weeks.
to
And I
pay.
told
It was after
him.
May 2nd, though, right?
Correct, but I told him I couldn't get it that day. But I would.
Give her some tissue and, ma'am, pay him $300. And I apologize if I said something to make you cry, but I think people who do not pay their bills should certainly not be treated with kid gloves. Have a good day.
There's nothing to say to them. There was no need to do the small claims court because I told him I would pay him. I just needed a couple more days. I had emergency
You didn't,
surgery.
though. That's the point.
I'm not talking to you. You had
I don't
nothing
give
to
You brought me into it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
You
you did.